What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Restless One Unleashed. Today's content will be featuring a combination of food and fashion, where I'll be giving you fun facts about East Asia ingredients as well as East African ingredients and how European powers cultivated the two. In addition to small details related to a particular piece of fashion merchandise that I'll be showcasing on my social media very soon. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to wipe down my countertops and sanitize my area before getting started. The first ingredient introduced to America by the triangular slave trade by 1658 is okra, also known to some English-speaking countries as ladyfingers. It's a flowering plant in the mallow family, native to East Africa. The etymology or meaning is father of musk. Musk is a secretion from animals like the musk deer, which is the most expensive animal product in the world, and also plant secretions are also used as base notes in some perfumeries. Okra raw contains 90% water, 2% protein, and 7% carbs. It is suggested that okra may be used in developing countries to mitigate malnutrition, and its seeds may be roasted and ground for a caffeine-free substitute for coffee. By the mid-19th century, European powers colonized much of Africa and Southeast Asia. They saw these continents as sources of raw materials, labor, and land for settlement. So here I'm just slicing up some red onions. I use about 1.5, and I like to use red onions because it can give it a little bit of spice, and if you use them raw, a lot of crunch. Here's a tip: if you use a little bit of lemon juice on your cutting surface, you can reduce the aroma that onions have and thus reducing the tears that onions cause as you begin to prep them. Next, I'm going to take these mini cucumbers and split them down the middle and pretty much chop them up in 1-inch pieces or cubes. Now let's get into the fashion merchandise. It's actually a jumpsuit, and it was released back in 2006. The materials that are used are 98% cotton and 2% spandex. The RN number or register ID number is a number that a company uses that handles a product covered by the Textile, Wool, and Fur Act, or the FTC Federal Trade Commission. Its number is 119921. And sometimes a garment may have a CA number, which identifies a Canadian dealer in place of the company's name and address, and they must be involved with the handling of textile fiber products. Now, this mystery garment is definitely spring and summer friendly, but I won't show you what it is. You'll just have to see if you can guess which item it is during my Bag the Cash or Pass and Dash shopping game on all social media platforms. Hope to see you there. So now that I'm done with the cucumber, I'm just gonna put those in a concealable container and toss them to the side for later use. Next, I'm gonna take a little bit of lemon juice and drizzle them over the vegetables just to keep them fresh. I'm adding a little olive oil for some healthy fat, which I bought from the local Publix, where shopping is a pleasure, but not too much. A little goes a long way. Next, I'm using this concentrated seasoning mix to give it a little boost of flavor. Next, I'm using this inexpensive taco seasoning to give it a little bit of kick of some spices and herbs. Next, I'm just gonna mix all the ingredients together, and you wanna make sure that you incorporate all of the ingredients together and mix really well. After that, you're just gonna let it sit for a little while and marinate, put it in a container, and set it to the side for a few moments. Man, this is looking good already, I must admit. Now, we're gonna prepare for some heat. I'm gonna add a little water just to give it some moisture. place the lid on top and set aside. The next ingredient I'm going to incorporate are these egg noodles, which were first introduced by the Qin dynasty in 221 through 206 BC, which is before Christian era. Add a little olive oil to keep from sticking, and we'll season these a little later on. But for now, stick a lid on them and place them to the side. Now that prep's done, we're ready to get cooking. Let's go inside. The reason why I chose to select this particular mystery garment and give you guys details is because it was constructed in China. And I felt like this Asian influenced meal would go great with the particular outfit that I will be showcasing soon on social media. Now for a little cooking, 2 minutes in a microwave, press start, and let those noodles get soft. Next, we're gonna put the vegetables in a separate microwave and cook those for just a few minutes until they're nice and tender. Okay, I think we're in business. What do you think? The vegetables are nice and soft. I checked the egg noodles and they're good to go. Sweet and sour sauce was actually a menu item served in Tang Dynasty, Imperial Dynasty of China, ruling from 618 to 907. It is said to be invented by Chancellor Wei Jing during a hosting of an emperor of Tang, used for dipping of fish and meat, unlike the Europeans who used it for cooking. After mixing the sweet and sour sauce in my egg noodles, I'm just topping them off with the cooked vegetables. I'm gonna add my chopped cucumber for a little bit of coolness and crunch. And I'm finally sitting down to taste. Here's the finished product. What do you guys think? First bite. Definitely a keeper. Here's my Asian inspired hairstyle to match the vibes, and as always, subscribe to my channel and thanks for watching.